Good morning and welcome to Full Circle Ozarks.
Hey friends, welcome back to Full Circle Ozarks. We got some snow, but it's a lot of it is beginning to melt today, and we've already been doing some plowing. You'll notice we plowed out here in the front of my drive. We plowed our road. I haven't plowed in front of my shop. I need to fire the tractor up, let it be warming up so I can go up there and plow in front of the shop. So I can get in there and grab the gator, and I'm going to give you an update then on the progress that we made before the snow hit the ground over at my son's house, where we was doing some clearing, getting ready to build a small utility shed over there. Made a lot of progress, so I'm going to go over and give you an update on that, so make sure you stay tuned. I'll be right back. That Coyote tractor has been very reliable. It normally starts just right off the bat. We had a couple of days it was down in the negatives, got down like almost -10 a couple of times. It fired right up, was able to get the plowing done we needed to get done, so I'm pleased with that. So we're going to get up to the shop here in just a moment and start plowing up there. I think that has taken just enough snow off of this that over the next few days this should melt and have a clean path back down to the house. But what I really want to do today is get you over there and show you the progress that we made. So I'm going to fire the gator up. We're going to get it out of the shop. We're going to drive over there. As you can see on the main road here, we got that plowed out pretty good. Folks, right here is what I want to show you. Look right there. If you look at the last video, you will see where there was brush all around this area here. Let me get out and talk to you. Right down here behind me, this area right over here, we had so much brush that was piled up. But I think in the closing of my last video, I showed where we were trying to get a fire started. We were successful. That's been a couple, I guess about 3 days ago now. And that has, we was able to, or I say we, my son actually done it. He was up most of the night taking wood off of the feeder piles, as we called it, and getting it out and getting it burnt. But he done a phenomenal job keeping that brush pile fed. And he got it done before the snow fell. And however, even now, a few days later, let's go down and look at this brush pile. He was out here this morning with the excavator, and that is all that's left. Just some hot coals in there. But all of that is all cleared up. So we're excited about that. And again, right down there is where he's going to be building his shed to store his lawnmower and so forth. But it's going to take a few days. You can see that's getting pretty mucky there. So it's going to take a few days for this to dry out, for the rest of the snow to melt. But they're telling me next week we're going to be in the 60s. That's going to be good. That's going to get the snow gone. And hopefully in a few days after that, this will dry out enough. We can get Josh back with this little skid steer, and he'll finish manicuring this, and we'll be ready for the next step. But one of the things also I want to talk to you about, if you remember, we had milled some red cedar. Pretty. Ten inches? What was the length? 91 3/4. We was able to cut up all the cedar that we needed for a project, and that cedar was so pretty, and my son had a project for it. I want to just take a moment and show you that project. Well, I'm inside my son's house, and I wanted to show you this cedar chest that he built. I think he done a great job, but make sure you check out the video. It's several videos ago where this was milled on the sawmill. When we milled it up, we both agreed that that needed to be turned into something very, very nice. So here it is. It's a cedar chest, and we'll zoom in on it in just a moment. That is nice. The details of it, it looks so good. That cedar has maintained its color. It's maintained its smell. I wish I had smell-o-vision on the video, but we don't. But anyway, he done that, and he made it firm enough you can actually sit on it. And he got this right here for it. So it just provides an additional sitting area. And just having the view to look outside, it's nice. So let's see if we can get you a little bit better view of it. We're going to kind of zoom in. I want you to notice this detail right here that he put in it. He cut that out, changed the angle of the wood to this triangle. Well, it's not a triangle. It's just a square, but he turned it up almost like a diamond. And that is pretty. All this details of the cedar. And we'll try to get you a shot across the top here also. That is beautiful wood. That's beautiful wood. But this is really one of the first projects that we completed in terms of furniture from wood here on the homestead. So hopefully it'll be one of many. That's we got some ideas to do a few other things, but I just wanted to take time to show you this. Okay, I want to give you a little bit of dimensions on this. It's about 53 inches. Yeah, let me check it one more time on the outer edge here. Yeah, we'll call it 53 inches. Height-wise, what is that, about 18 3/4? Depth-wise, we're talking about 20 1/2. So that's a nice size cedar chest. It really is. You know, we spent a little bit of time down at the sawmill milling this. We were down there, what, a couple of hours in terms of milling the actual lumber, you think?
Yeah, it was about 2 hours.
About 2 hours. How many labor hours, son, do you think you actually had in putting this together? And if you're like me, when you built this, did you build it from a plan, or did you just kind of think of it and went with it?
So I definitely built it from just what was in my head. I talked to my wife, and she definitely said, "Hey, this is what I want it to kind of look like," and I just kind of ran with it. Labor hours from start to finish, I would say probably about a good 24 to 30 hours of getting everything planed, fixing things that I did wrong. But yeah, probably about 24 to 30 hours.
Yeah. I often call a project like this right here a project of love, labor of love, because the person does put a lot of extra hours in it sometimes. A few years ago, I made a dresser, or excuse me, a chest of drawers for my niece for a graduating present. And we made that out of walnut, and I forget how many hours I put into that, but I worked on it off and on in the evening. But by the time you take rough cut lumber, plane it down, get it ready, make sure it's dry, and get it all cut up, glued up, especially when you don't have a plan other than just in your head. Yeah, you make a few mistakes here and there, but that's okay. I think he turned out a beautiful product here, and it will be sitting in the home for years to come, something he can pass down to his kids.
Well, and so that cedar tree had been down, what, 2 years?
2 years.
So even after we milled it, it still wanted to cup and warp, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of these braces right here were not a part of the original plan, but I started to get a bow in the top, and to be able to suck that bow back together, I ended up adding these braces right here on both sides to pull the bow out.
Yeah. I think one of the things that maybe this summer sometime, I'd like to build a solar kiln. I've looked at a couple of plans to get some ideals, but I would like to have a solar kiln just to dry some of this stuff and get it ready, so we don't have to wait as long for it to air dry. Put it in the shop and let it dry up there a little bit longer. So if we can do that, we may be able to turn out some future projects.
And we still got leftover cedar out in the garage from this, so still plenty of cedar left.
Yeah. So anyway, folks, I just wanted to take a moment and show you this, and I'm excited the way it turned out. And I think this may be a good place to end the video. So thank you so much for watching Full Circle Ozarks. It means the world to us. I look forward to the next projects that we have. But if you would, make sure if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, go ahead and click that button. Share it with a friend. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you again on the next Full Circle Ozarks.